They're big tippers, play at the highest stakes, get more perks than you can imagine, and usually boast bankrolls in excess of $1 million. High rollers, all of them. Casino whales, today on High Roller Radio. As your bankroll swells, casinos start to take notice. Over the $1 million mark, $1 million to gamble, and they'll cater to your every need. Yes, the casino will go to great lengths to keep a whale happy. The very best comps. Penthouse suites, limousines, fine dining, high-end shopping sprees, prostitutes even. A true whale's typical budget can survive million-dollar swings in a weekend. Perhaps the greatest casino whale, the all-time greatest. How about Terry Watanabe, the son of wealthy businessman Harry Watanabe, who in 1932 founded the Oriental Trading Company, a gift shop, and built it into one of the most successful businesses of its kind. Many years later, 1977, Harry's son Terry became the company's CEO, and when he sold the company, sold his entire stake in the business to a private equity firm, he amassed a fortune. Now, he had all kinds of money and all kinds of free time, so he hit the casinos, began to drink heavily, and over just 5 years, lost it all, playing everything from blackjack to baccarat. While the numbers are not exactly known, it's estimated the younger Watanabe dropped a whopping $220 million. Of course, there's Archie Karas, known in Las Vegas lore for his legendary run, where he turned the $50 he had in his pocket when he arrived in Sin City into more than $40 million in just 3 years. It started with poker, involved some high-stakes billiards with a wealthy hotel owner, then more high-stakes heads-up poker. He beat the likes of Stu Unger and Chip Reese, played Doyle Brunson. Then he stormed the craps table, just couldn't lose. Put some money away, his friends told him. But Karas was a different breed. I'm a true gambler, he said. My money is always in play. And so it was. Over the next 2 years, Karas gave it all back, all $40 million back to the casinos. Baccarat, his downfall. Now, he still plays, he's still in action. You can find Karas playing poker at the $5, $10 tables in Vegas. You'll still see him every year at the World Series of Poker. Here's the kicker. Karas says he has absolutely no regrets. Then there's Akio Kashiwagi, perhaps the biggest Las Vegas whale back in the 1970s and 80s. Baccarat his game. He wagered a cool $100,000 per hand and sometimes pushed that up to $200,000. Kashiwagi was found murdered in his home in Japan back in 1992, organized crime widely suspected for his demise. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes the whale wins, making it very dangerous for the casino's bottom line. Ever heard of the Beast of Blackjack, Don Johnson? They made a documentary about him called The Player, Secrets of a Vegas Whale. Legend of Blackjack Johnson gained international fame for beating a number of Atlantic City casinos out of $15 million in just 5 months, including a $5.8 million spree at the Tropicana back in 2011 in just a 12-hour span. Wow. His specialty, negotiating certain rules and enough comps to push the edge in his favor before even arriving to play. The casinos generally accommodate him because they want the action. One last thing. John Eidsmoe, in his book Legalize Gambling, America's Bad Bet, claims it's actually gamblers from the lower and lower middle classes that provide much of the gambling money in America. Quote, the occasional wealthy high roller does indeed exist, but he is the exception, not the standard. The fact that more than 50% of Nevada's gambling income comes from slot machines as opposed to card tables should be an indication high rollers are not the main source of revenue. Makes you wonder why we don't get more comps, right? Big money, big bets, big everything. The Casino Whale, today on High Roller Radio.